Today, we're going to be making money in Tarkov. If any of you have played the new Core Breach season in Tarkov, you'll know that it added the new character trait system. Essentially, you take a positive trait and it costs points, you take a negative trait and it gives points. Knowing this, there are 3 traits that I have noticed have increased the price of certain Tarkov items. In today's video, I'm going to run you through my favourite money route in Tarkov, and at the end, you'll find out how much I made. With the first raid down, let's get on to the next. But before we move on, let me explain the route to you all. So essentially we're aiming for this area, which is where all the food is, and then once we're done, if there's any room, go all the way down, all the way through, and you can now go directly through into the computer area, which is here. And then through, hit this room, come back out, hit this room, come back out, hit this room, and then all the way up to Emacom. If not, then all the way towards Train Yard. Ooh, that's a huge find. With the GPU in the bag and the loot secured for the raid, it's time to hop into another. With another raid down and more rubles in the stash, it was time to run yet another. Anyways. One more raid down, and one more raid closer to being a millionaire. Unfortunately, my luck would not hold out, as the next few raids were terrible.
You take all the food, bro?
I'm just gonna ignore this dude. Death by player scav. Frustrated by the PK, I decided to go in PMC style. I thought there was a PMC, but I feel like he might have come this way. But then based on the direction that the scouts were laying, I feel like maybe not so much. I was beginning to run out of hope in my own route. And so, I gave up for the day. But hey, don't worry, I was straight back in action the next day.
just a nameless face, every day unseen, hiding in the shadows of a world so mean, a forgotten soul, living in a world so cold, a silent scream from a story untold. In the quiet of the night, you're walking through the shadows of a world forgotten. For the unsung heroes, for the battered souls.
I was back in action. Feeling much better now, I would wait out my scav timer and go straight back for another. Wanting to fill my pockets deeper, I decided it was time for another PMC. And this time I was going to go all in and try and make the most that I could. So, back to a scav run then. So I might have raged and gone back in as PMC, and I'll save you the trouble of all of the loot edits. Yeah, I would would show you the name of my professional assassin, but unfortunately, it's not exactly very friendly. Moving that one to the back of my memory, I decided it was time to run another scav. With that raid, we have finally reached the conclusion of this video. Thank you to everybody who took the time to watch today's video. I'm not one to shill myself, but if you could like, subscribe and comment on the video to let me know how I did with this one, that would be much appreciated.